I promise you brilliant successes.
Dans mon esprit tout divague, je me perds dans tes yeux, je me noie dans la vague de ton regard amoureux.
Napoleon Bonaparte, the man who reshaped Europe, started as a young artillery officer during the French Revolution. From his early victories to becoming Emperor of France, his ambition and strategic genius made him one of the most famous figures in history. But his journey wasn't without setbacks and ultimate failure. Napoleon's rise to power began in the chaos following the French Revolution. He quickly ascended through the ranks of the French military due to his remarkable tactical skills. By 1799, he staged a coup and declared himself first consul, effectively taking control of France. By 1804, he crowned himself Emperor of the French, marking the beginning of his imperial reign. His military brilliance led France to victories across Europe, creating a massive empire stretching from Spain to Russia. In 1812, Napoleon set his sights on Russia, aiming to force Tsar Alexander I to comply with his continental system, a blockade aimed at weakening Britain. He gathered the Grande Armée, one of the largest military forces ever assembled, with over 600,000 men. Napoleon crossed into Russia, expecting a quick victory. However, the harsh Russian winter, vast distances, and scorched earth tactics by the Russian army led to devastating losses. The infamous Battle of Borodino was a Pyrrhic victory, and when Napoleon entered Moscow, the city was abandoned and set on fire. The disaster became a turning point. Napoleon's forces, starving and decimated by the cold, had to retreat. Only a fraction of the army made it back to France, and the Russian campaign, which had initially seemed like a sure victory, became one of the greatest military failures in history. The aftermath of the Russian failure set off a series of events that led to Napoleon's downfall. The Sixth Coalition, composed of Britain, Russia, Prussia, Sweden, Spain, and Austria, took advantage of Napoleon's weakened position. In 1814, they invaded France, and Napoleon, unable to stop their advance, was forced to abdicate. He was exiled to Elba, a small Mediterranean island, where he was given sovereignty over the territory. Napoleon, however, was not content with being exiled. In 1815, after less than a year on Elba, he escaped with a small force and landed back in France. His return sparked a renewed sense of loyalty among the French people, and in a matter of days, he regained control of the government. This period is known as the 100 Days, during which Napoleon sought to restore his empire and reclaim his former glory. However, the European powers, fearing his resurgence, quickly mobilized against him. The Battle of Waterloo, fought in June 1815, became the defining moment of Napoleon's second reign. Despite his tactical brilliance, Napoleon was decisively defeated by the British forces, led by the Duke of Wellington, and the Prussian army, commanded by Gebhard Leberecht von Blücher. After his defeat at Waterloo, Napoleon was forced to abdicate once again. This time, the British exiled him to St. Helena, a remote island in the South Atlantic, far from Europe. Here, Napoleon spent the remaining years of his life in isolation. Despite his confinement, he continued to influence European affairs through his legacy. He died in 1821, likely from stomach cancer, though some have speculated that he may have been poisoned. Napoleon's legacy is complex. On one hand, his Napoleonic Code, which reformed legal systems, and his introduction of administrative reforms, like a centralized bureaucracy, left a lasting impact on Europe. His military strategies are still studied in military academies worldwide, and his leadership skills are admired even by modern leaders. On the other hand, his ambition led to widespread destruction across Europe. The Napoleonic Wars caused millions of deaths and led to the redrawing of borders and the reshaping of European politics. His defeat at Waterloo ended the Napoleonic era, but his influence on history and his iconic status as both a conqueror and a fallen emperor remain unparalleled. Napoleon Bonaparte's life is a dramatic tale of ambition, brilliance, and hubris. From the heights of imperial power to the depths of exile, his story is a testament to the dangers of overreaching. Could he have ruled Europe if not for his relentless ambition? Or was his downfall inevitable, given the forces arrayed against him? The question remains, but one thing is clear: Napoleon's mark on history is indelible. What do you think? Could Napoleon have succeeded if he had made different choices? Or was his fate sealed from the start? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
Captain Napoleon Bonaparte, I award you the rank of Brigadier General.
Long live the Republic!
Long live the Republic!